After a crushing defeat in the first round, tonight's victorious jubilation in the NPA camp. The Prosecuting Authority is now pinning its hopes on the Supreme Court of Appeal to overturn disgraced sportsman Oscar Pistorius' culpable homicide conviction.
Today, the High Court in Pretoria granted the state leave to appeal against the conviction. Judge Thokozile Masipa, however, dismissed the state's bid to appeal Pistorius' 5-year jail sentence.
Oscar Pistorius has spent the past 7 weeks behind bars for negligently shooting and killing his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp. But the state wants a harsher sentence. Both sides back in court as the legal wrangling continues. And now the NPA is a step closer to its quest for a murder conviction.
In terms of Section 319, I am satisfied that the points raised by the applicant in respect of count 1 are indeed questions of law. Accordingly, the following questions of law are reserved for the consideration of the Supreme Court of Appeal.
But on the 5-year sentence imposed on the athlete, Masipa wouldn't budge.
The application for leave to appeal against sentence is dismissed. 2, it is ordered that the applicant pay the cost of the respondent in opposing the application.
On the state's attempt to overturn the not guilty verdict of possession of illegal ammunition,
in respect of count 4, the application is refused.
But the NPA says it could still petition the Supreme Court of Appeals on this and the sentencing.
It is about justice. It's about making sure that, going forward, issues of law are clarified at the highest court in the land, by the highest court in the land, that, if indeed there is a need for a minimum sentence of 15 years to be imposed, then it should be imposed.
The hearing at the SCA is likely to take place mid-next year.
The Supreme Court of Appeal will have the opportunity to revisit the question with regard to dolus eventualis, the circumstantial evidence that she took into consideration before she convicted him, where they will revisit the whole question that was advanced in the court of first instance, and we might or might not get to a different conclusion.
While the Paralympian is serving a 5-year jail sentence, his once estranged father says he's coping.
Oscar's strong. He's strong, yes, he's strong. We grew up like that. There's a lot of things in life, especially for a man like him, that's not fair.
The state will argue at the Supreme Court of Appeals that Oscar Pistorius could foresee the possibility of killing someone when he pulled the trigger 4 times. If successful, it could open the door for the Paralympian to face a murder charge and an even lengthier jail term. Crisalda Lewis, SABC News, at the North Gauteng High Court.